Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a thick minute. For sure. Because I haven't touched this game in probably well over a month by this point. And honestly, in the past year or two, I've rarely touched this game at all. I'm going to do the rambling part once the races start and I actually run out of normal things to talk about. But for now, I have yet another bad idea. And that involves driving this car in the GT All-Stars Championship. And I highly doubt it's going to work. So I'm just going to say that right off rip. So I'm going to try to save like the talking and rambling thing until after I figure out if this car is usable. If the car isn't usable, then I'm just going to restart the video anyways. And matter of fact, if it's not usable right now, I'm just going to cut to the footage where I change cars. Okay, well, if you're still seeing this footage, then that means that this car probably had the ability to finish championship. Probably not winning every single race, but at least getting enough points to, like, bring it home. So, yeah, GT All-Stars. It is the next... Actually, I think it's the first championship event we're doing in the Extreme events. And, honestly, there's not much left of this game. There's 4 Extreme events. Which is the, I'm already losing my train of thought because too many things going on, which is basically nothing. So we have GT All-Stars, Dream Car Championship, Polyphony Digital Cup, Formula GT for the extreme events, and we also have, I'm going to buy these just in case, but we also have only 4 endurance races to go, which is Fuji and Suzuka 1,000 kilometers, Tsukuba 9 hour, and the grand finale, which will be the Le Mans 24 with the chicanes. I still think it's dumb that they have the same race twice, essentially, but what can you do about it? So, I'm going to start off with the GT All-Stars since it's only the EA license. And then we'll do Polyphony Digital as the next championship. But we have 10 pretty short races, which is making me think that I could probably do all these races on soft tires. But, yeah. We'll just have to see. It's always tricky with the Panos because it's very front heavy, quite understeery. And I know for sure the fronts are going to get killed first. And I'm definitely going to get killed by this competition on this track. I think I have nitrous on this thing, if I remember correctly. I did a ton of testing with this car on Lasarth. Because I want to... Yeah, I already did the gear trick with this. Because I wanted to see if this car was actually viable for the 24-hour race, which it's not, of course. I am going to try to... I don't know exactly what I'm doing with the tuning in this game, but I try to pay attention, but I just, like, end up forgetting, like, all the... Like, the cheats. The cheat settings, like, pretty much immediately. But I don't think there's really anything I could do for this. I don't have nitrous. Alright, well. Even though I don't have nitrous, I'm going to back out and go buy it real quick, because I wasn't going to run with this grid anyways. This grid is insane. Okay, well, it turns out I already have a turbine kit, stage 3, installed on this thing. So it's already faster than it's going to be, or than it should be. I could go an extra step and get 1,000 horsepower, but that's definitely going to be too much. So instead, I'll just install this. And I think I might just keep the car the way it is. Other than that, there's not really anything else I can do anyways, so... I'll rock the turbo for at least race 1, and if it's too easy, then I'll take it off for the next one. Or at least do qualifying without it for the next one. So yeah, I didn't really think about that at all. And this grid is a little bit better, but that Sauber's kind of going to be all on its own. and that's still going to be like the main issue with this, so I'm just going to go ahead and restart again anyways. I'm going to end up with Group C cars regardless, but I still want it to be like slightly interesting. Honestly, I know the R92 is in here, and these races are too short for a pit entrance, even for those cars, so I think I'm just going to roll with it. I'll do a qualifying run real quick, see how the car does. Okay, good news. The car is definitely viable. Bad news. These tires kind of fell off harder than my entire YouTube channel did. So we're gonna throw the mediums back on. I still think I'll be mostly fine with them on. Let me double check if the turbo's on as well. It is not. Okay, so I had it purchased but not installed, I guess. I mean, I was doing just fine without it, and I didn't have the nitrous equipped, so maybe just at this track I'll probably be fine. And I'm kind of surprised the XJR9 qualified in front of the R92. Pretty shocking. But yeah. So, I have a little bit more confidence now. Which means, let the rambling commence. So, I had like the absolute worst brain fart of my life before recording this video. I think it's like a telltale sign of like how much my brain department has deteriorated over time, having started this hobby and whatnot. But about a month ago, a little over a month ago, maybe like 2, I installed Windows 11 on my PC, and I just did like a complete like fresh reboot and re-downloaded everything. And one of those things I changed was my password, and I'm already great start. Oh my god. Not only that, but I also crashed into the wall and fell bound to 6th place. Great start. Holy moly. We're gonna roll with it though. As I was saying, I changed my password on Windows over a month ago, and today I got home from work and I was like, alright, my ass needs to get on GT4 and record a video for once. I've been too lazy for too long. I want to get this done before a certain period of time. So I'm going to record a video tonight, and lo and behold, I entered the wrong Windows 11 password like 20 times in a row, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, Windows 11 is pulling a Windows 11 and doing something stupid, like resetting my password or some shit, because I'm entering it over and over and over again. I am double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking, that I'm typing in right. I'm doing like the little like show password thingy, all that shit, and it wasn't letting me in. So then I'm trying to figure out like ways around it, like how do I log in and safe mode and stuff like that. And then eventually it just locks me out. Now I have a specific like Windows 11 where it's like deep loaded and it has an offline login, so you don't need like a Microsoft account or anything. So my only password recovery option was the password reset like disk thing, which I don't have, which I probably should get. So I couldn't even log in that way. It just logged me out, and I had no idea like when I'd be able to do another password attempt, but it let me do it again after like 15 or 30 minutes. I was like, alright, I'm gonna try to enter this damn thing in one more time, and if it doesn't, then I'm just going straight to bed and just worrying about the video tomorrow or whenever. And of course it let me in, last second. And now I'm recording a video at 11:30 at night. So, yeah, that's fun. I love it when my night goes to waste, and then I don't have time to chill or relax before the next day of work. Always fun. But this time it wasn't technology's fault, it was actually my dummy fault. You ever had one of those days? Where your brain just stops working? That's basically me, but every day. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get out of the man cave. Or the gamer dungeon. It's not really a man cave, it's a gamer dungeon. There's nothing exciting about this place. But I'm, yeah, surprisingly made a recovery, and I'm not even, like, using that much nitrous, to be honest. But yeah, I'm actually glad I get to use this at some point in this series, because I like the Esperante. I think it's cool. It's not a good car by any means, but it could probably be useful for the 24-hour race if I do put the turbocharger on it, but that kind of ruins the car. Like, this is supposed to be a naturally... Here's my peach impediment again. Gotta love it. But yeah, putting a car on a turbo. I am on a roll today. My God. Putting a turbo on a naturally aspirated car is sacrilege. In some cases, not all of them, but kind of defeats the purpose in some cases. In other cases, it makes total sense. Like throw a supercharger on a fucking like carbureted V8 or what else am I thinking of? Like a BRZ or something. Kind of tricky to drive in chase cam if you haven't done it in a while. But I think I'm going to do it for this video. Fuck it. Also, something new has arrived since the previous video. I have a new monitor, and my God, is it a kick-ass monitor. 4K, 240 Hz. I am on a roll today, my God. 4K 240 Hz OLED, which I have barely used ever since I got it. Because I put it on my sim rig because it's a 32-inch monitor. I don't know why I bought this for the rig. I could have just bought another 27-inch for my main desk and then put the monitor I use on it currently over here. But, oh, my fronts are also dying. I just noticed. No wonder why I'm falling behind. I still have some nitrous left, at least. So if I can make this turn, which I can't. But I'm good. Wow, these front tires just... they die super fast. Yeah, I definitely need to look at T Kanji's Gran Turismo 4 tuning tips. I probably should have done it before this. To figure out how to fix the tire wear a little bit. But we're going to move on to race number 2. I already forgot what tracks we're doing in this whole series. Fuji Speedway 80s for 6 laps. This one is mildly concerning. But it is a grid start, so I don't think I'm going to want to do a qualifying run for this. I am probably going to get smoked, though. And by probably, I mean certainly. This is not the track for this car. I probably still need to do throttle control, even though I have a traction control enabled for this. As long as I can hold the slipstream for quite a while, then I might be fine. I do have like optimized gearing for this still. And the little boost of nitrous if I need it. So yeah, about the series. Basically, I know like I've been on and off with the series a lot for like its entire lifespan. I am just understeering straight off the track. Oh my god. Don't hit those, please. Ooh, that's rough. Not a good start. But I've been on and off with this series for years. I'm tired of it just lingering around. I want to get it done and over with and move on. Whether that would be with focusing the channel on different kinds of content or just straight up retiring and never looking back. Either way, I want it done. And ideally, I would like to have it done before November. That way I can decide if I'm going to spend November and December like pumping out videos because it will be ad revenue season. Or if I should spend that time like chasing different like hobbies. Maybe different like forms of content too. Like I've always wanted to try out like a cooking channel. Other various things that I won't go into depth with. An outdoorsy, maybe firearms type channel. Because, to be honest, like with this type of channel, it's lacking in one thing that I like really enjoy about it, like YouTube in general, and that is like it doesn't preserve memories anywhere near as good as an IRL video does. From, I think it was 2016 whenever I started, to about 2018, like middle of 2018, I did have like an IRL channel. It was very bad, but it was still fun, and I still have those videos on my hard drive, and every now and then I'll just look back at those videos and think, damn, look how far we've come. I don't really get that same thing with this channel. I mean, yeah, sure, there are like special moments that happened along the way, like GT4 Online is a big one. I guess like the start of GT7 and getting a shit ton of views and whatever. But it's not, it doesn't feel the same after like looking back on it after a couple of years. I don't feel nostalgic for it really. I don't feel like, I don't know how to describe it. Gaming videos just don't do that for me. And that's what I'm kind of missing out of the whole YouTube experience. I want that back in some shape or form. And I can do that through like the topic of cars and stuff. The only problem is it's super expensive. I talked about this a few videos ago, but one thing I would really love to do, it requires a ton of like cash flow because it's like a massive investment to make content like this, but I just want to like work on my car and go to the track. Essentially like what I used to do with the car vlogging channel. Except I was too poor and I was like living paycheck to paycheck. Still kind of am. So I couldn't really do much activities. It was just, most of it was just like going to Cars and Coffee and just like making stupid videos talking about my car like as I drive it. Like a car vlog. And I need to drive this car like it needs to be driven. I'm just all over the place. But yeah, This channel just doesn't provide anything like that. It's just a video game at the end of the day. I'm not really accomplishing much other than like the numbers or the comments on a screen. Of course, a shit ton of people like the videos. Some of them. But I don't know. There's just... That's the only rewarding thing about it. It's not enough. So, I don't know what I'm going to do after this is over. Obviously, the smart thing for me to do would be to go back to, like, posting GT7 content. Maybe even, like, news videos of it. Which I don't want to do, and I'll get into that in a second, but... I have, like, opened so many doors through this channel. Like, there's a lot of things that I haven't even, like, talked about, really, that have happened behind the scenes. And it's, like, really cool, like, the potential that this channel has. Well, yeah, the potential this channel has. But it's just like, I don't know, the spark is just... Well, the spark... It's not really a spark, but the gas is running out, so to speak. Fuel tank's running dry. Because nowadays, whenever I just sit in the sim and just drive, it'll be like anywhere from like 5 to 30 minutes in, I'll just zone out completely and I'll just sit in my chair like and not move a single muscle. Like I just shut down out of pure boredom. It doesn't feel like the same as whenever I first started. And nowadays, like, I'm playing a lot of Minecraft again, so... Yeah. Most people would say Minecraft is even more boring than this stuff, but... I don't know. Minecraft may very well be my favorite game of all time. Of course, GT4 is my favorite racing game of all time. I probably should have qualified before this. I hope I don't regret it. But yeah. There's just like, after a certain point, after you played these games for long enough, there's just like nothing else to do. Like, I can see why a lot of like the Gran Turismo 4 content creators over the past couple years, like, there was a huge like influx of them a few years ago. But now you like rarely see GT4 videos anymore. It's because like, yeah, this game is great, but after a certain point, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. It's the same thing with GT7, except there's just like way less things to do in GT7 in the first place. The only reason anybody is ever gonna like stick to GT7 and keep playing it is if they like the physics, or if they have the PSVR2 headset. Those are the only two reasons. I can't see anybody like wanting to stick around and play like the single player of that game outside of like just driving around in time trial and like tuning various cars. There's just like there's no substance. Even if you're like into daily races, most of the daily races are just recycled garbage. I myself, like, I have tried daily races every now and then, but either one of two things happens. One, the daily races suck. Two, the ones that are fun, I'll get on and I'll do a couple races, and then like by the third or fourth race, I am like completely spanked. Like, that's all it takes, is just like a couple races, and then I'm like out of it for the day. I'm exhausted. I don't know why it is. Maybe I'm like focusing too hard or something, but I just can't get into it. It's impossible for me. Don't even get me started on trying to stream that shit. I know, like, there's at least 4 people I can think of off the top of my head that that have been streaming GT7 Sport mode for shit like up to 8 hours a day, multiple times a week. And I'm like, damn. Oh, no. Get back on, please. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Ugh. You go off the track on the outside of a corner and then you're just stuck in the dirt forever. Looks like I need to use a nitrous now. But yeah, there's some people that are just absolute machines whenever it comes to that. I don't even have that much dedication for this game, even when I was, like, in my prime. That's another thing, too. Like, speaking of being in your prime, I think it's just, like, a natural thing whenever you get older or something, but when I was, a Call of Duty degenerate, I feel like I was a much, like, better, like, overall gamer in general back then. Like, I was just, like, much better at everything I played. And nowadays, it's like, I find it way harder to, like, focus, concentrate, and lock in. And I try, like, super hard to do, like, decent on GT7, like, in a time trial, but I just can't do it. I'm always, like, even in this game, too, you can probably see it in my recent gameplay videos. I'm always missing apexes or, like, not finding my marks, and it's just, I don't know. I'm probably going to have, like, dementia whenever I'm 40 or something. I hope to God not, but it feels like it's going to be that way. Or maybe I just need to do, like, some more, like, cognitive, like, exercises or something. Like, start doing some crossword puzzles or some shit. I don't know. It's also extra hard to lock in whenever you're rambling about dumb shit or trying to chat with the audience and yada yada yada. Major skill issue. Also, I'm definitely going to be qualifying the rest of these races because this is rough. I could also use a practice anyways, so I don't screw up. Okay, my freaking thing wouldn't shift right there. Thank you. That's nice. I love it whenever I click a button and nothing happens. The R92 is just going to keep pulling away more and more. If I was good, I'd probably be ahead of it by now. I just need to get back and start playing a little bit more. Also, I'm going to throw the turbo on next race because I really don't want to do this again. My voice is already like starting to go out a little bit. The voice crack is going to happen like any minute now. And it'll be very tragic. I especially don't want to fall into third. I'm already, like, tied for points right now. There was like a couple more things I wanted to talk about, but I already forgot. I should start like writing things down as well. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't know why I keep hitting the throttle like that. Bad habit. I've been doing that for years. I don't think it's ever going away. Maybe I should get some like coaching sessions. I don't know if that's going to help. Fronts are still burning up on the mediums. I might have to run like hards on the Nürburgring. It might actually come down to that. And I'm absolutely going to do a qualifying lap on there too, because the rolling start is just horrible on that one. Also, I'm starting to realize every race I don't win here, I'm going to have to come back and do in the cleanup stream before the finale. So, I better lock in. I don't want to create more work for myself later on. So yeah, Turbo Kid's going on. I'm probably going to throw the hards on as well. Just to, like, make up for it. Dying. Oh man, my throat's a train wreck already. This is what happens whenever I go so long without talking. Because like on most days, I don't really have much to say. So my vocal cords don't really get that much work to begin with. What was I going to do again? I already forgot. This. Which isn't really much, but it's something. And I'm just going to leave the tires as is for this race. Is it 7 laps? I think I saw 7 laps. 9 laps. That is very bad. Especially on these tires. So I'm going to put the hards on. And I'm going to practice. So BRB. Alright, P1 by 2.4 seconds. Good enough. I know that's not going to hold throughout the race, but... Oh, if the R8 can at least get P2 or P1, if it ends up being like that, then the points will be a little bit more evenly distributed. And my A-Spec points have dropped a little bit as well, so... A little bit of a nerf because of the tires, but a little bit of a buff because of the turbo, so... Overall, it's a gain, according to the game, at least, but... This track, it seems like tires might be a little bit more important than a turbo. But as I said, there's no way I'm running mediums on this track with 9 laps. That's insanity. Gotta try to not hit that curb too hard. Bye-bye. For now. Tires are a little bit warmed up now, so should be a little bit faster. Durr. Just not cook the tires. Just don't cook the tires. Tracks like this make me glad that I didn't choose something like a Group C car or the TSO20 again, but I know I'm probably going to be regretting that on, like, when the Sarth comes around. Because, yes, that track is in the rotation. That is one I do remember. The Nürburgring is going to be easier in this, too, probably. It's just way too crazy in Group C cars. And because polyphony are masochists, even more than I am, the Nürburgring is going to be in the Formula GT Championship, as well as the Sarth. So, yeah, for whatever reason, just absolute torture fest. And I gotta win both of those races, too. Nope. Oh my... What is wrong with me? All it takes is one screw up. If I don't get P1 this race, then I'm going to start driving dirty. I don't care. I'll knock the leader of the points into last place. Force him into the pits or something. I've done too much talking so far. And I've also spent too much time on this so far as well. This is my only attempt for the night, by the way. So if it doesn't work here, then nighty night. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to talk about. So for the remainder of the series, I'm going to try to at least stream the endurance races and hopefully the Formula GT Championship, but there is a problem. I'm going to be working a lot between now and the end of October, because once November and December rolls around, it's party time. So that means I have limited time to stream, but I also want to finish before November, so if I do any streaming, it'll be on my rare days off work, or this will probably only apply to the Formula GT Championship, but I will either stream every race of that, like after I'm done with work, like late at night, or I'll just do all those races solo. Just like knock out one of them every day or something like that. Do everything off stream and just upload it as a video by itself. Haven't decided yet. It's going to be like 15 races that are between an hour and a half and 2 hours long. So I could probably even do 2 of them a night if I'm dedicated enough. If they're not like absolute torture machines to drive and I can get used to them. Or at least like tune the sketchiness out. This R8 has been on my ass ever since I spun. Best I've taken that so far. Oh, wow. That was a move. Until it wasn't. I better start using this whenever I can. This R8's gonna punt me eventually. Heh, 6.9. I don't know why people still find that funny, to be honest. I was just being sarcastic. Oh, come on. Like, 6.9 is so 2011. Or perhaps earlier. It's gonna punt me. I can smell it. I think it just actually hit me. But I'm glad it's the R8 and not the R92. At least. That would be, like, a good way to balance it out. But the LMP ones, like, perform better in the more technical tracks, as they should. It really wants to make a move on the final turn. If I didn't qualify, this thing would be long gone. But I kind of like that about these races so far. Every little thing matters. Oh no, that's not what I want. Ugh. I knew that would be the death of me. And I'm just understeering like crazy. Alright. Oh, he's going a little wide there. My tires are dying too. It's over. I just have no grip. It's Jover. Ah, fuck. What am I doing? I think the points are probably going to be not evenly to spread. I'm still going to be in P2 behind the R92 probably. It's most likely in third place. Oh, that is not good. Not good so far. Well, gonna keep trying, I guess. Championship-wise, we're still in decent shape, but I'd rather be ahead. What is this race for? Yeah. So, not really at the halfway point just yet, but we still have all the harder races to go. I know I'm going to get smoked on Lasarth. The Nordschleife, I'm definitely going to make a lot of mistakes, and God forbid this track. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. The good news is I can get away with this. For sure. For sure. Right? I hope so. I know the transmission is geared for Lasarth, so it should be geared for this too. Maybe. I know I reached over 220 on high-speed ring, I think, so... Didn't even have to use nitrous off the bat. You know what? Let me use it right now so I can catch up. Get a slipstream off the R8. Please don't hit top speed. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I probably should have cranked it up like a hair or two, though. Considering this is like... Oh, no. This is going to be tough. I think it was 236 whenever I hit it. I wasn't paying attention. But I can't afford to hit it again. Whatever it was. The slipstream is weird on this game. You have to like ride up a little bit higher. No, it's like upper end of 256. Please don't. I can't control the wheel. It doesn't shake whenever I can just give it like slight steering input. Oh, they're slowing down. They have the thingy. Yeah. You know when those things do the stuff? They slow down for no reason in the turns. Okay, I still lose speed out of the slipstream, so I can just like pop in and out whenever I need. At least I caught back up. And the slipstream in this game is literally like an on-off switch, I guess. So it's not like I could just like chill in half of it. And if I time it right and just like blast the NOS at the right moment without hitting like top speed, then I can sneak in front. Ooh. Okay. I just, like, got a little glitchy side draft there. It's still like an on-off switch, kind of. I didn't even know you could do that. It's probably not a feature. It's probably a glitch. I know side drafting is a thing. I just don't understand it as much. Now, a slingshot won't really work in this case because I don't really have that much room up top to go as far as speed goes, so I'm literally just going to have to, like, inch my way forward and just, like, oh, no, not that way. Not that way. This way. Like that. Don't even go past 236. Don't even do it. We did it. Not gonna lie, I was a tad worried about that whenever I first hit top speed. But thankfully, since I'm on a wheel and pedals, it was easy to... well, much easier to keep it from hitting the top speed. So yeah, unfortunately the R92 just happened to end up in second place, so we're still like really close on the points. I need another race where it just like sucks. Where an unfortunate incident causes it to run into pit lane when it didn't want to. Accidentally on purpose. But yeah, Grand Valley Speedway reverse. I actually don't remember if this is a grid start or a rolling start, but I'm going to qualify anyways. Like always. Okay. Well, good news is I qualified pole, but I had to do it on the soft tires. And I also did a practice run on mediums just to see if the mediums will last the race, and they definitely won't. So, back on the hards once again. And, I don't know about this one. I can probably pull away early on, but the R92 might catch back up. But I made a shocking discovery. And I think this might be my genius side kicking in. If I just drive better, then I have a better chance of winning. Isn't that crazy? I might actually be a genius. Also, it is standing start. Okay, well. Since I qualified P1, I figured I would have preferred a rolling start, but now I'm getting smoked right off the bat, and there's nothing I can do about it. And the R8 is at the very back. Okay. That's just exactly what I wanted. This might be the part where I start driving dirty. Gotta catch me riding dirty. Gotta catch me riding dirty. But yeah, I'm just gonna lock in this race. Alright, final lap. The XJR9 is getting closer. And the R92 just disappeared. As soon as its tires warmed up, it was gone. It was too late to stop it. So that means the gloves are off for the next few races. I'm going to be cutting corners, I'm going to be ramming cars, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this thing. Because I don't want to do it all over again. I really don't. I don't care about it that much. It is only a game. This car fucking sucks, by the way. Don't use it, ever. Because it's garbage. It doesn't want to steer. These tires might not even last 2 laps at the Nürburgring. I might have to run super hards. God forbid. Held off the XJR9 at least. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. 10 seconds. Can't be having any of that. No bueno. I'm 6 points behind now. Wait, what? Oh, I'm 2 points behind. Whoopsies. But yeah, let me grab this replay real quick, just in case. 7,500 credits. 7,500 credits. Championship. Save successful. Exit save. Alright, I think this is Lasarth. It's either that or Nürburgring. Or Sapuka. I was wrong. Multiple times. Oh, please tell me this is an R8 dominant race. I really need it to be that. Alright, well, I don't know. I did what I could. The R92 still fucking cheesed out of P2, so time to play it dirty. Also, the A-Spec points went up. Why did they go up? What's going on? Oh my god, I'm at P5. I can't even, like, get on my target now. He hired bodyguards. It's actually so over. I should have just kept my wheels straight at the start. Because I was trying to block the R92 from taking off. And now I'm off track. Time to lock in. Get out of my way. Give me some room. Their tires are still cold, so they're braking a little bit early. now or never. I think my only chance is at the hairpin. His tires are going to be fully warm here any second. And then it's like over. Don't care. This is it. Nailed him. But at what cost? I don't care if they get in front of me as long as he doesn't. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful ramming. Alright, now I can worry about these two. For all I know, the R92 will catch right back up to them as well. Use it all right now. Don't even bother saving it. Okay, I'll save a tad of it. Ooh, please fight, please fight, please fight. AI aren't smart enough to fight. Barely in slipstream. I am so, like, bad at this track in this game. It's just not friendly with these physics. Oh, that's a little sketch. I don't even care if the R8 wins. I mean, it won't really help me if I fall that far behind in points, but it's not like it'll hurt. R8 is P4 in points, I'm pretty sure. But the more I get, the better. This is awkward. Oh, I got the side draft again. Oh my god, that was perfect. R92 is definitely going to pass. It was so far behind. If it catches back up to me, then I'll have another chance to knock it off, but I've got to do it like a little bit more carefully. P2 is the goal, bottom line. Although P1 would be a very, very nice relief, given the difference in points. But I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Oh no, XGR9 is already on my ass again. Looks like they are at optimum temps. I'm really worried about a ramage. A revenge ramming. Or that. Me being stupid. Okay. I don't want to ram that one too hard. I don't think the R8's going to make any mistakes at all. I think it's just those two cars are weird like that on some tracks. Mostly so with the XJR. Throttle happy. I'm an idiot. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, you're cooked now, bud. Just gotta hold you off now. Sometimes all we need is a little push. Oh no, my tires are dead. Fuck me. Can you please go off track again? That'd be funny. And helpful. Dude, this car just fucking quits once the tires turn yellow. It's so sad. I'm gonna slow this car down enough to where it's not even gonna go off track. See? It actually stayed. That's a bad thing for me. Oh my. There we go. Oh, please. Oh my god. They both spun all the way around. Please XJR, please XJR, please XJR. I think it's actually in front. Oh my god, it's in front for now. Hold. Hold like your life depends on it. Oh no, the R92 is going for the move right now. I can see it. Please. I think the XJR9 held out. Come on, come on. Yes! Oh! Oh my god. I am 1 point ahead. Just by one. Oh boy. If I can screw over the R92 one more time, I might actually have a chance. But this is race 7, isn't it? Or is it race 8? I forgot. I've only won like 3 of these races so far. It's actually sad. I chose the wrong car, plain and simple. I literally didn't have anything else to drive. I've driven every other fast car that I have. I just didn't feel like money grinding or reusing a car. Oh my god, this is stock car course? I mean, that might be a good thing. I don't know. But I'm not used to it. That's the problem. It's probably a good thing, though, because this car is just... It's going to be terrible here for 8 laps. Oh, boy. It's so easy to make a mistake that just costs you your entire race. So, better get familiar with it. Okay, well, as you can see, there is a bit of good news. The R8 qualified P2. And I'm pretty sure it was in traffic as well. So, I shouldn't have to do anything. Because the difference in P3 and P3 and P4 points, it's just 1 point difference. P3 is 4 points, P4 is 3 points. So, vice versa. So, this might be a zero maintenance race. And if I can get the P1 here, it's gonna be very hard. But if I can get the P1, we're rocking and rolling. But if, God forbid, I fall behind the R92, I don't even want to know. So what I'm gonna do is just treat this like a normal race. Just focus on myself. I can't do anything crazy over these curbs, or else I'll just go flying. But I would rather have all four of my tires make contact with the ground. Preferably with less force in the front, because weight. Kind of weird that my tires aren't warm yet. Okay, what the fuck? Alright, I almost binned it. Just because I took a quick little peek behind me, and the R92 is in P2. We're screwed. I really don't want to have to drop back on purpose. Because then I risk the 10 points. Just gotta pull away while I can. With every bit of speed and power that I can. They're still neck and neck. I could see it on the map. Seems like the R92 has the advantage in the second half of the lap, but the R8 has it in the first. Because they're always, like, super glued back together at turn 1. Do not go off track right here. For the love of God, go one race without doing it, me. And the R92 made it in front. I figures. I guess the R8 just got lucky in qualifying or something. I really want to just, like, cut the shit out of that, but I can't. It's too risky. There's a huge, like, even on the tarmac part, there's, like, a huge bump, and it just launches your car. I'm gonna keep an eye on the time splits from now on, so that was a 4-2, basically. (3-1). Holy shit. That was a full second. It just cut off. Three, 4. Three, 0. Nope. Don't do it. And it's even worse now that I have to conserve my nitrous, and it's right on my ass. Well, I do have the opportunity to send it flying. Hopefully, literally. Or it could do it to itself. That works. Please do it again. And my fucking wheel didn't respond to that shift again. Nice. It would be really nice for it to go off track without it being right up in my ass. It just rammed me. Oh my god. I'm actually nervous about this part. Get off me, bitch. Hopefully with it by itself now, it's actually going to take itself out. Instead of me being in front, slowing it down just enough for it to stay on. I'm not even going to give him the room. Yes. Hopefully it does it one more time. Give the R8 a little bit of space to squeeze on through. It keeps doing it more and more. I'm gonna have to defend on the final corner. For sure. As my tires are dying. Oh my god, what is that ram? Dude, it hit me again. You piece of shit. Oh my god. Whew. One more lap and I would have been ruined. It was so close to taking itself out. That would have been ideal. I need the R8 to step up. That 2 points could mean, like, the difference between winning this whole thing and losing it. It could come, like, all the way down to that. 813 brake horsepower. I lost a lot. I'm going to do an oil change like for these next few races. For sure. So let's move on to the next race. And I'm pretty sure I can leave and do an oil change and a car wash. Start here when you return. Yes. So let's go take care of that real quick. Please, let me do it. Yes! Alright, that'll give me about 30 horsepower. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, back to it. Do you wish to continue race 9 of GT All-Stars? Yes, I do. Ugh. Okay, I know for an absolute fact the R92 is going to dominate this race. So I could do either one of two things. I could just... Oh, and it's the chicanes too. But the good news is it's only 2 laps. So I could probably get away with the mediums here too. We'll find out. Matter of fact, I'm going to qualify on the mediums. No! Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, we're in it now. There's no turning back. This is it. If I have to cut the chicanes, I gotta cut the chicanes. I did not mean to do that. That was just pure muscle memory, just going straight to start race. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to work so hard for this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine on the mediums. You know what? I'm already paying for... Oh my god. That's what I get. Oh no, the R92 is so far gone already. I'm gonna have to cut everything. That's just the way she goes. 6 seconds away. I'm not even gonna say ahead, I'm gonna say away. I'm just gonna ride off to you. I gotta send it. Whoa, okay. What was that slide? What was that slide? Okay. That happened. I don't even know if cutting the chicanes are going to be a net positive. I should probably use my nitrous here, but yeah, I think I'm going to save it until after Arnage. I'll do a burst. Because if I'm not in slipstream range by Ford chicane, I'm fucked. Or by after it. Their tires are still cold, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm just going to follow you through the Porsche curves because I know I can't out-handle this thing. All right. Smoked them. I'm cutting everything. I'm a man of my word. Who's gonna stop me? I don't see no penalty. I got a decent amount of power too, so I'm not gonna lose too much here. Matter of fact, I might actually gain a little bit. I don't think I'm going to cut these chicanes because they were a little too sketchy last time. You don't really... I don't think you gain anywhere near as much by cutting these. What's it split? 3-3. We'll just go based off that. Slow down a little bit early because I had that weird bottoming out problem last lap. See, I can take the chicanes as well. I just didn't feel like it. Okay, 3-8. I'm actually faster. Bet. Faster everywhere except the corners. And the braking zones. Because I do have to brake like a hair earlier. $3.7. I'm still not comfortable yet because it's gonna be like it's gonna be like in my ass at the Porsche curbs. But I could just cheese the Ford chicane again if I need to. I'm just gonna take it super easy. I do not need to go off track. How many... I'm 5 points ahead right now, so if I win this and that gets P2, then I'll be 9 points ahead. And that, yeah, if I win here, I secure the championship. Pretty much. Unless I get last place next race, which isn't going to happen. The R82 can win it. Can win the next one for all I care. Oh yeah, see, it's already like 1-8 behind again. I'm not even going to give you the opportunity. See ya. That was a sneeze, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Alrighty, well, that does it. With this, I am 9 points ahead, and that means I have secured the win. Because there's no way the Ford is going to beat me in the next race, even though it is the Nürburgring, and I'm probably going to crash a lot. But, yeah, I need 2 points at minimum. I don't know if it's going to put me in P2 for a tie or whatever in the points, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. So let's go secure this win. I don't even think I'm going to bother doing a qualifying run or changing the oil again. But I definitely need to run the hards. Absolutely. Oh. And I'm going to do a little bit of an experimental thing. It's probably not going to be a good thing that I'm doing this, but it is the Nürburgring after all, so maybe it needs it. I'm going to bump that up and bump this down. I'll just make it even. And you know what? Toe in the rear gives you straight line stability. Okay, well, it doesn't really say which one is toe in or toe out. I kind of hate it about this game. It doesn't say like what it actually does in like the thing. Like, is this side toe in or is this side toe out? Like, fuck. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna drop this back down. I'm gonna even this out a little bit. And yeah, well, I probably just screwed the car even more, but hey, all I need is P5 or better. Just put the fries in the bag, big boy. Imagine I actually get P1. That'd be something. Alright, 2 parade laps pretty much. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that. Can you stop tapping the brakes? Like, what are you doing? Alright, I'm gonna pass you now. Good thing it's not all on the line here. Not all. Oh my god, it's so bouncy. It's so bouncy. Wow. What was PD smoking whenever they thought this was a good idea? The GT is probably like the most comfortable car here. Holy understeer. Also, rear tire wear? Hello? Why are you guys so warm so all of a sudden? I fucked up the tuning, didn't I? I fucked up the tuning. Let me just pass you again. And you. Oh. That was close. So yeah, me screwing over the R92 at Suzuka pretty much saved this whole thing. Because if we think about it, That was the only time I ever actually, like, did screw it over. I guess you could argue that I did a little bit at Infineon to keep it behind me. And even going uphill back here, this car is still accelerating a decent amount. But definitely not turning. Obviously. Here comes another sketchy part of this track in cars like this. Oh! I think the R8's behind me. I mean, obviously it's gotta be. Unfortunately, whenever it comes time for the cleanup stream, I'm gonna have to come back and do a lot of these races again. But I'll probably be doing it in, like, the Sauber or something. That would be a good opportunity to go back and use prize cars that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to use. Because, well, yeah. You get the prize car in said event. But it's only championships I'll need to clear up, because single races I could just restart them. Alright, not doing the same mistake twice. Slowing down way before this shit. Now I can go flying. Until it gets too scary. Like right here. Well, I'm dead anyways. It was already too late. That part's always sketchy. It's just like no matter what you do, you're always going to bottom out there. And the car's just going to do weird shit. I think my suspension changes actually helped. Because I feel like it would be a lot worse. I didn't test it, but I just feel it. And honestly, I've only lost 2 seconds on the R92 since the start of this lap. Not bad. Especially since the R92's tires are warm by now. $11 seconds. I could ride the wall here for the lulz, but okay, well, I'll boop the wall. How about that? Not even a bonk, just a boop. We need the yoink man to boop Barry R. Wouldn't that be something? And this is where I lose it. Rip. I could probably still get best lap here, even with that screw up. My tires were warm and they weren't really... They were warm, but not worn this lap. Plus I use a little bit more nitrous. Okay, well, after this, maybe not. I almost had it. Oh, the R92 bonked the wall again. Huh. Wow, your tires are gone, bozo. Well, to add insult to injury. Anyway, that was pretty tough. The struggle was definitely real. And it turns out I didn't really need to sabotage the R92 at Suzuka at all to win, because I won by 7 points, and the Suzuka thing gave me an advantage by several points less, I think. I don't know. Oh, either way, that wasn't fun. I'm never driving this car again. And, yeah. I'm getting my shit and getting out. 5,000 credits. Pathetic, by the way. And for the championship, 100,000 credits. Even more insulting, but it's whatever. And prize car time, as always. I already know what it is, because I spoiled myself years ago. But it's this thing. with no races left to use it in, unfortunately. Matter of fact, there's really not a lot of races to use this car in, like, to begin with. At least races where, like, you'll have close competition. Like, just think about it. That car, the CLK, the... I guess a TS020 can fit in that category. The Toyota 7, the Zonda LM, the GTR LM. Cars like that. They don't really have, like, a good race with those kind of cars in it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Slowly but surely getting this series done. So, next up, it's a long one. Fuji for 1,000 kilometers. I'm not looking forward to that because my wheel's going to be killing me the entire time. I'm going to have to find out some way to reduce the force feedback, so yeah. See you next episode.